All right. So I haven't made a video in a really long time, but I just want to talk about the Switch 2. So yeah, sit back, relax. This is gonna be a chill one. Nothing too crazy. The Switch 2 was announced last week. Wanted to make a video kind of discussing my thoughts about this announcement trailer. So yeah, um, I think it's really interesting that they went with two USB-C ports. I really like that. I think that that's a good choice, especially if you can, charge it and use peripherals with the USB-C. And also, if you have like a USB-A, you can get just a little adapter that'll plug into that. So you could do like a mouse and keyboard combination there or something. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be nice if you could. I think the design is sleek. I like the little like speckled design that they went with to give it a little more surface tension when you're grabbing it, so it's not so slippery. I like the kickstand. I think that they went with a more structured stand. I think that it's looking like it's better than the original Switch stand. That thing was terrible. I popped that off so many times on accident. And it makes sense that it can go all the way down to this angle here. So when you set it on a thing, on a surface, and you have like your Pro Controller or your dog face, adapter with the Joy Cons that you can kind of face down and look at it instead of having it at an awkward angle, or you can pick all the way in between and have it at whatever angle you want. So I would think that more options is better. And with what they show in a couple seconds here with the mouse capability, so if you have it on a flat surface and then you tilt it down so you're facing down at it and then you use the little mouse thing, I think that it makes sense that it can go this far back. So then it snaps up, flips up, and then they, show the revamped size here. Size looks good. The size of the screen looks good. I didn't really discuss that when that happened earlier. So they kind of blew it out here. So 8 inches. I would prefer that the bezel isn't there at all, but something's got to be there, I guess. It just kind of it looks better than the original Switch because there's so much space taken up on the screen by that bezel. And then if you compare it to this Joy-Con here, it's substantial, 8 inches, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so the size looks good. I think that that's cool. It's gonna be like an updated LCD, I'm sure. So it's not gonna be like the LCD technology from like 2014 that was in the 2017 original Switch. So the Joy-Cons, I am not a big fan of in general. So like for me to not have a D-pad here is pretty much a deal breaker. I know that it's so you can, kind of pull off, break off, and play. I'm not the target audience in this instance. So I probably won't even really use these. I do like the color scheme. I like how they went with that like peach or, orange pink, like pastel color. So then this thing to plug into the Switch, this thing, I think it was the infrared sensor. These buttons are a little bigger, more manageable if you do break it off and have somebody kind of grab it. I like the pastel blue capture button. Same thing here, infrared sensor. They kind of go with the buttons. I like those buttons. Um, Again, D-pad, not ideal. Then they kind of address the whole stick drift thing. Maybe, I don't know. It still doesn't look like they raise up like they're an actual full-on joystick, but hopefully it's a little bit better. Maybe Hall effect. I'm not sure. And then they do the whole mouse thing here, right? So these look like mice. Um, so they're kind of hinting at something, I think, here to be able to kind of, play certain games. My mind always just instantly went to like first person shooters for some reason. A Metroid Prime, being able to kind of use that and then use the little triggers as mouse clickers or like Splatoon, something like that. But people are talking about like things like Diablo 3 or 4 and then other types of games to utilize that. I was thinking Call of Duty and stuff, but you know, um I'm not really sure what that goal is there. Uh I'm not interested in it either. So when this mouse thing comes up, it's like not really something that I would care for them to invest in technology as like a gimmick. So for me, this is lost on me. I understand that people are excited about that. It's cool. Um, I'm still gonna buy the console. I'm just saying that I wish that the technology would have went into the money that they invested into this would have went into actual like increasing the performance and making it more basic. But I am just basic in that sense. So it's cool. I like the the way that it kind of clicks magnetized, but I do see issues with that little thing there. That little like tab. I'm sure some kid's gonna break that day one. Unless it kind of tucks in there. I guess I didn't really notice. It kind of tucks in, it looks like when with that gap here and then this thing it kind of goes in there. So it might be harder to break than I am actually thinking. It's a smooth system. It looks nice. I really think it looks good. 8 inches. That's a big this is a big boy. It'll be nice though. It'll be nice in the hand. I'm sure of it. I'm sure it'll feel nice. Hopefully that these the joysticks aren't kind of chintzy. Hopefully the connections here are on the sides there are not flimsy like the Gen 1 or whatever the before the refresh. Mine's really really flimsy. And then that snap there. So Switch 2, it's called Nintendo Switch 2. I like it. I think that that's it's smart marketing. I think that it's smart marketing. I think that they chose the right path with this. Just take something that was successful, very, very successful, and just reiterate it and make a better version of it. Hopefully it is better. I do like this part of the video. I like when it turns into that like pastel there, and then they kind of focus the front back, and then they show off this new, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think there was 12, 18, maybe 24 slots for driver in this Mario Kart. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so 6, 12, 18, 24. So 24 slots for these drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know, 10 or 11 drivers in this here. I don't recognize this, but I didn't play that much Mario Kart, but I played all the DLC and stuff occasionally. Like I didn't go through and just really like memorize all the tracks. So not sure if this is a new game or not. I would assume it should be. There's so many characters back there. So lots of characters. Mario here. I don't recognize this. I don't recognize that. The carts. And then they show the dock here. Looks good. It's got the little pegs on the bottom so it doesn't get scratched and stuff. Hopefully it's a more of a finish that's like not easily like the glossy finish that gets really, really fingerprints showing and stuff. I like how they have the one little cord. Like you're not going to need a power cord and an HDMI cord. Like there's going to be more than one cord coming off the back of this. Unless they somehow figure out they do it USB-C or something, because that can hold a charge and cast the image. So hopefully that's the truth, but they always do this stuff. So it's just going straight to the TV, right? Yeah. And then they break off and then the dog face. So it comes with all of this, I'm sure. Which, I'm not a fan of this. I used this maybe like one time on accident, like because we ran out of controllers or whatever, and somebody didn't want to use the little halfy. So whatever. Mario Kart, highest selling game on the first Switch. So, come out with a new one, bring it out at the launch of this. I'm guessing 449.9. I know that seems high, but that is my guess with this. USA, USD or whatever the hell it's called, US money. And then here, plays Nintendo Switch exclusive games as well as Nintendo Switch games. Asterisk, read this down below. Nintendo Switch 2 plays both physical and digital Nintendo Switch games. Certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with the Nintendo Switch 2. Details will be shared at a later date. So you can play your digital and physical Nintendo Switch 2 games. Most of them, it said some of them aren't fully compatible. So that's really good. It has physical and digital cross-gen support. I really think that's a smart decision. Hopefully the beginning, the launch of this console here, I'm hoping that some of these games aren't actually cross-platform, so they can actually sell some of these systems to sell the games. So like I'm sure this Mario Kart game will be cross-platform or cross-gen, I guess, backwards Switch 1 and Switch 2. I guess I don't really know how to say that properly. So hopefully after the first year, they'll start only releasing for the Switch 2. I'm guessing again for $49.9. But yeah, there's going to be a direct on 4/2/2025. So overall, I'm impressed. I like it. I think it was a good decision. I don't think that they did anything too crazy. The mouse feature, not really interested in. Um, I enjoyed the Switch 1. It's been just chill and for over a year, almost 2 years. I haven't really played it that much. Played the Mario Wonder and some of the releases that came out 2023. It's just been I've been ready for a new console, so I'm glad that this is coming out. I'll really enjoy it. I'll probably do a little review of it. But yeah, so I'm excited. I'm excited to learn more. We don't know anything about the hardware, like, or the software, really. We just see what it is, what the hardware is, but we don't know what's like inside of it, the components that make it up, how it handles and how it feels. So I'm excited for the future. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. It's been a while. I'll probably put more videos out soon. Thanks.